Hello, my friends, and welcome to the sad affair news that I actually checked out last night, borderline this morning, on one of the very few iconic characters that most of you do not know about, and I'm I'm about to share a bit of history about this. So this is coming from netshark.com, and the original voice actor of Doraemon passed away at 84. This happened, like I said, yesterday. So, for those who don't know who Doraemon is basically the Japanese counterpart of Mickey Mouse. It has drawn fame. The character itself has drawn fame even to now, in which if you visit Japan and you do not know anything about Doraemon, that means you do not know about the creator behind the scenes who made such notable characters as Doraemon and the Laughing Salesman, just to name a few. Now I'm actually going into this, and the name is Fujio. I believe the name is Fujio. I'm actually doing this right now because, why not? I'm actually going to do this. Let's look up Doraemon, which to this day is still going on. So there's a video game already out called Story of Seasons, a new movie called Nobita's New Dinosaur, upon the main things that Doraemon has been known for. It was also brought over here some years back and was put on Disney. And it was the new version of Doraemon, and apparently, just like some anime on Disney, it is rather a hit or miss. So, the original voice actor passed away, whom name is Tomita Kose. He lent his voice to the beloved anime character and died from a stroke at 84 last month. Now it's been reported that on September 27, he did pass away by said stroke. He was 84 years old. And according to Japan, it is Reiwa. Yeah, Fujio. That's the name of the creator of the series, which is basically made of two people, Hiroshi Fujimoto and Moto Abiko. So therefore, the whole series go back as far as the late '60s up to 96. 45 volumes. And the characters are Doraemon, Nobita, Shizuka Minamoto, Goda Takeshi, Dorami, Honakawa Tsuneo, and the mother Tamako. Strangely, this series, like I said, was really big and it's still really big in Japan. It's one of the main series that basically is still going strong to this day. Like Anpanman, um, Laughing Salesman. This series. And he has really left a legacy. I mean, seriously. He began his career as a voice actor in 1963, brought life to characters from over 50 anime series and films. He was the first Doraemon when the anime was launched in 73, but was later replaced by Masako Nozawa, whom we know as the Son family. Basically, she's Son Goku, Son Gohan, and I believe Son Goten, as well as other characters. But she's been known as basically the Son family. Among his notable works include Lupin III and Astro Boy. He also dubbed characters from the animated hit film Kung Fu Panda for Japanese audiences. 2009, he was honored with an Achievement Award at the 3rd Seiyu Awards, an annual ceremony dedicated to voice acting talent. Now, I can only say this because it's only right for me to say this, and as a voice actor, I pay extra attention to the older generation more than the new generation because I grew up around anime, and not only did I grow up around anime, I grew up around a lot of entertainment. I've grew up watching 80s cartoons and 90s cartoons, anime alike, whether it was from back in the day with Speed Racer and Astro Boy and Tetsujin 28 to, well, modern day. And most people don't know, but voice acting is really serious business. Especially what I do, I learn through everything that I'm doing now from my coach. So even the little things I'm doing, like learning improv, or stepping out of character and still being in character. To say you've been around for this long and you made an impact to the world like that, you're playing as a character that basically is a time-traveling cat whose purpose in life is to make one generation better than the previous generation. Basically, the past will overwrite the future. Now, mind you, I've seen a bit of Doraemon, but I have not seen all of Doraemon because I don't know why. It's like it's kind of hard to find all the episodes on the internet these days. And plus, with the C&D going on with certain anime sites, excuse me, it becomes a thing, So I mean, although with my friends we joke around with what I do for a living, it is what it is. I take what I do very seriously. It's not because I'm doing this just to be doing it. No, I take what I do very seriously, even though it doesn't show. And even though I haven't received anything for it yet, but being an artist is basically a rarity. That's something that basically, you know, that's something that you can't really, in a word or in a sense, most people couldn't take seriously just because, oh hey, I'm doing this. I'm an artist. Most people would not take you seriously just because you're an artist. Because you can be anything within that realm of being an artist. You could be an author. You could be a voice actor. You could be doing video games. And a lot can happen when you just say you're an artist. What are you doing? Are you into entertainment? Are you doing this? Are you writing a book? Are you providing characters? Because when I first started, I just say, this is something I can carry around and say, oh hi, I'm an artist. I'm a voice actor. What have if you were to actually say you're a voice actor, the first thing they ask you is what have you done? And if you have reputation, a very good reputation as a voice actor, basically, it will net you a whole lot of work. Because all you need is that one. And that's what I'm going with. All I need is that one. That one gig that'll set me off. That one moment in time in which I'm doing whatever I feel is doubly possible to get me into Screen Actors Guild. That's my goal, to get into the Screen Actors Guild. It's a lofty goal, but it's one that I feel I've been doing all this for a good reason. I've been studying voices. I've been basically skimming through a lot of crap just because, you know, doing auditions, getting that one audition done, I take everything, like I said, seriously. The auditions I do. And some things I can talk about, others I can't. But knowing that if I'm in good standing with what I'm doing, then that means it's going somewhere. Trust me. And voice acting is about the same as being a musician. You gotta make sure you take care of your voice. Make sure that you don't overdo it. And on top of that, you gotta make sure that you treat yourself appropriately. You are basically your job. The way you handle a character, the way you handle a voice, the way you handle the essence of it all. Basically, this guy who was Doraemon before Masako Nozawa, he left a legacy. And, that's big. That's real big. And also two people also passed away during the same in the same week. One being Eddie Van Halen. One of Van Halen. One of the members of Van Halen passed away, and another being Johhny Nash. Give me a moment. I'm just going to check something. Yeah, I was just checking Discord. Yeah, Eddie Van Halen passed away, as well as Johhny Nash passed away. For those who don't know who Johhny Nash is, I'll sing a few bars. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. That. You know that song, I can see clearly now the rain is on. I can see clearly now, or it's going to be a bright, shiny day. And, 2020 has been just one hell of a year. Because, for the most part, we're almost into, well, we're not into November yet, but good Lord, we are slowly inching there. And we're dealing with a whole bunch of mess that we shouldn't even be dealing with. Especially a virus that is just killing people outright just because they're not protecting themselves. And that's another thing. If you're a voice actor, or not just a voice actor, but if you're a musician, you definitely have to be extra careful because, my God, you do not want to get yourself into a situation where, you don't want to be. I've learned from a convention last year that basically you want to take good care of yourself. Being a voice actor in itself, in extension, is a part of you. That means you have to take extra special care of yourself. That means when I do Let's Plays, or if I'm not doing Let's Plays, if I'm doing sides for either my coach or the agency I'm working for, I have to make sure I take care of myself. Especially where it matters, which is my throat. So that means I gotta make sure that every bit of me is working. And I study a lot of voice acting. So sometimes I may be able to do sound alikes. And if not that, do a sample read or whatever. But I can only say one thing, just Doraemon is just like any other iconic cartoon character. Basically, it leaves behind a legacy that I don't think anybody can top. It's like what we have over here. We have Mickey Mouse. We have Bugs Bunny. We have the Transformers. We have G.I. Joe. We have the Masters of the Universe. And the people before them who actually did those voices, they have that one thing that nobody can basically just say, we could do better. No, you can't. It's called originality. You have a certain spark about it, and it's wonderful. It's beautiful. And the one thing about it I like being a voice actor is just that. I have this spark. I can share it with the world. It's just a lot about me. And even though I may be ridiculed by it, or at the same time, if not ridiculed, then maybe, otherwise noted as, well, how should I put this? If not ridiculed, I'm honored by it. I'm both. I'm either honored by being a voice actor or being ridiculed by being a voice actor. But to live that long doing something like that, but to die of a stroke, that actually hurts my heart. Because I too, for those who don't know, I too have I had a stroke myself. Back last year in 2019, I had a heart attack. I was sent to the hospital, and they told me I had a stroke. And apparently, when I was apparently what went on was I was doing a lot of belching, and it was just unnatural because there was something wrong. I'm not supposed to be belching so much. And what happened was I ended up going to the hospital. They took out an artery. They had installed a stent in me. Had to take some medicine for it. Thankfully, I was taking off 7 meds and only got away with just taking one. That's twice a day. Basically, day and night. If anything else happened, guess what? My body would tell me. Aside from that, I don't see myself passing away by a stroke. I mean, pardon me, but if I gotta go, I'd rather just go out knowing, I did my job. I was proud of it, and for what it was really worth it. That's all I can say about that. So, for what this video was worth, I wanted to share a bit of how voice acting influences me, as well as who we've lost so far in the entertainment world. May they always be remembered, and may we never forget them. So with that, I've been your friendly neighborhood Tenkaichi. And this I shall not forget for as long as I live. Anyway, yeah. See you around.